Okay, on to turn 2. Um, I've set up the chit in the chit draw. We're on to the artillery phase, which this will be brief as well because one, there's no Union artillery, and then two, Pelham has no shot on anybody, and neither does Davis's artillery down here. Blocked this way, and the Hexi blocks them this way as well. So we're directly into the chit draw for 9:30 a.m. Now, as we saw before, turn 1, 9 o'clock, the 12th Ohio and the 23rd Ohio started off the attacks, pushing back Garland, and you can see they have morale hits on them already. So, first chit drawn. Oh, it's the same one that was first before. The reaction. Let's see, I can put these over here so you can see them. It's the reaction chit for the Confederates. So, one unit gets to do a defend. Now, this is interesting because with a defend, again, they can shoot, they can limited move, and they can remove a morale hit. So I think we're going to place it on Garland here. He could, no, he can't see it because it blocked through there because of this hex side's higher. Oh, but that's a gradual slope though, isn't it? That's a gradual slope, not a steep slope. He could shoot down across there. So, his rifle, 2 hexes, that's going to be halved, I believe. Yes, so it'd be 3.5. And he'd be into orchard, excuse me, -1, so he'd be down to the 2 column. Oh, that's still pretty good, even though he's got support. So he'll take that shot. So he'll be actually 6, because it's -1 for the morale hit. So halved is 3, so he'll be on the 3 column here, and then down 1 for the orchard, so he'll wind up on the 2 column. So he does have a chance to get a routine hit on the 12th Ohio. 33, I don't think that's going to be enough. No, that's not enough. So he misses. Movement, I think he's going to stay where he is. Oh, wait a minute. No, I don't think he's going to stay where he is. He's going to have to, if he's going to recover, he's got to be 3 away from the closest Union, which is him, is 1, 2 away. Let's see, that's Woods. Yeah, he can't really get up there, but that would leave this hex open for him to try to go up and get the guns. Yeah, didn't recognize that till later. So, let's see, what's gonna be our choice? I mean, he could go back. No, he can't really do anything back there. That would be 3 into there, and that's it. That's 3, 4 into there. And I believe, yeah, they can move the 1 hex. But again, that leaves this hex vulnerable to attack. So, I think, I hate to use it, but I think I'll have to stay right there. And unfortunately, he won't be able to recover. Okay, well, that's too bad, but it is what it is. So next we get the charge. Okay, that's one of the new ones. That's a play or hold. So Union's going to hold that because there's nobody next door to charge anybody. Next one is Cox. Okay, so Cox is going to, let's see if he can activate anybody. 3, he does. So he'll activate Scheman and there's units. And I think they will go into, they'll go into attack. Yeah, I think they got to go into attack. So it'll be a little bit of shooting. The 12th will respond to the 5th North Carolina by shooting back. So there are 5. rifled, so they're 2 away, so they're halved. That'll drop them down to 2, or 2.5. I think that's where they'll round down to 2. And then up a slope is no effect. So they're going to be on the 2 column as well. Ooh, 63. That's going to be something on the 2 column. 63. Yeah, 2 to 4. They're going to be a 1. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, that's going to be a tough hit on them. So this could result in some losses here. 2, 1. Oh, complete miss. Oh, wow. So they got a tough hit, but the dice leveled off there. So winds up being a miss in the end. Okay. So these guns are over here. I don't know if I want to tackle those yet. That'll be up steep hill. But I think I do want to have them engage. So they're going to go out of here and try to go after them this way. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, they could 1 to there, 2, 3, 4. Puts them on the same height. And the 23rd Ohio will come up as well. Now, what do? Do they just support or do they attack? They'll get a 3 shot on either one of them. Depletion on him would potentially put him on the broken track. But if I could combine these together, that would get a little better odds. Okay, we'll go 1 to there, 2, 3, and then go with him here for 4. Okay, the other units, 30th Ohio, they will go, them is activated over here. They will go, boy, I'd love to have them go after the guns. That's going to be tough though, but they're in the woods. So that would be MX, the canister with the MX, so they'd be 50% more, so they'd be up to 6. Targets in woods down 2, brings it back down to the 4. And that's it, because the stone wall has no effect on artillery based upon this here. So they'd be in woods, stone wall over there. So it'd be a 4 shot, unsupported. There's a good chance they get a routine hit on them. Well, I think they're gonna have to move up though. They can go 3 to there. And then, boy, do they want to dash for them this early? I could make them dash up to here. So I got 3, that'd be 4, and then they could attack here. They'd be fired back. Again, unsupported. That's my worry, because there's plenty of units up there already, and I'd really like to get these guns displaced or eliminated. Yeah, so he'll stop there, and he'll go 1, 2, 3, and he can't move into there yet. Okay, so we'll just have 1 attack, be over here. So the 5th North Carolina is going to shoot back. He's a 7, down to 6. All right, so be on the 6th column. And then I don't think there's any modifiers, but 12th Ohio is supported. Either one is supported, so he could shoot at either one of them. So, so he's on the 6th column. Let's see what he gets. 31. That's pretty low on the 6th, but it does come up with a routine on 12th Ohio. And a 2-1. So that is a miss and a defensive fire. So looked out there. So now the attack. That'll be 10, or be starting on the 5. And then the odds calculation will be 10 against 6. That'll definitely be a 3-2, which will give them the 1 shift. They do have the higher CR. So there'll be another shift too. Stonewall, slope, everything else. So it's just a shift of 2. So they're on 5. They'll go up 6 and 8 for the attack. Gets a 1-5. That's pretty low. But it is still a routine because 5th North Carolina is a 1. So routine on the close combat. 56. So depletion, morale hit, retreat 2, and possible panic. Well, there's no units around to him to panic, but he does deplete. I'll take that first. He does take another morale hit, so that comes off, and we'll get one of our red ones out here. So now he's disrupted and has to retreat 2. I think he's going to go back with the other one that's morale hit. Try to keep up the defense. So now they retreat. Oops, they've retreated. He can advance because they retreated. They could do 2 hexes. They're just going to do. Split them up and just do 1 like that. Okay. So that's all for Scammon. Next, Fortunes of War. Next chit pulled is ignored. Okay, and it's the Fog of War. So the Fog of War is ignored. So on to the next. Fatigue. Okay, this is another one that's a held one for the Union. This allows them to fatigue Confederate units. And we've got Cox again. Oh. Okay. So that's going to be the West Virginia cavalry. Let's see if he activates. He does. So the West Virginia cavalry, I think they're going to just advance or maneuver, I guess, and go 1, 2 to there. Gets them out of the way. So that they can't be fired upon here as they try to go for the guns. Okay, so that's all for Cox. He's done for the turn. And last 2 are Confederates. Let's see the first. Hill. Alright, so Hill activates. So let's see if he gets somebody. 5. He does. So it's either Garland or the cavalry. Really doesn't matter, I don't think, because they're the last 2 chits in here. So I think we'll activate Garland. Now, I think they're going to take a defensive posture. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so firing first. This North Carolina unit, 20th, fire on the half of the 30th Ohio. So their rifle, their 3 halved is 1.5. So they'll start on the 1 column. And then they are in the woods, so it'll shift down to the C column. And that's where it'll stay. So on the C column, 43. That is a miss. Okay. He has no shot. He has no shot. They have no shot over there. Okay. So now, movement. Movement. I think the 13th is going to come up to there. Um, these guys are going to have to retire a little bit. We need to get them back up to speed. Actually, he's not. Uh, yeah, he's going to move in with the 23rd, North Carolina. He is in tough shape. He needs to fall back, so we'll go back to there. And the North Carolina will just yeah, should they move up? Get a better shot on him, but he could charge them. Yeah, no, we'll leave them there, like so. Okay, now for recoveries. Let's see, he moved this turn, so boy, I can't remember on whether they can move and recover or not. I don't think so. Just look here, recovery. Yeah, no, they can. They can remove their one level, so they'll go from being disrupted to shaken over there. Okay, so that's it for Garland. Hill goes back in the bucket. And we have, oh, I could have used a fatigue on him. Oh well. We've got Hill again. So now this is going to be the 5th Virginia. Let's see what they're going to do. They do activate. They roll a 5. So he's done. Put him over here. So it's just Pelham and the 5th Virginia. Which I think they're good where they are. Because they will have to stop there, will have to stop there. Actually, I think the 5th Virginia will maneuver, and now I'll play that fatigue as well. And just to give you an idea what the fatigue does, a little bit different. Oh, yep. Okay, sorry. I was thinking I'm completely wrong in terms of how I played it. I should have played this right off when I selected it, because it does give a shaken marker to a unit already. So I was thinking it just retards their movement, but it doesn't. So we'll just continue on from there. And Hill is going to move in with Garland over here. So anyway, sorry about that little mistake. Those little mistakes are my fog of war. As playing them, things you forget. Won't forget that again later turn, but makes it interesting. Hopefully you folks will catch that when you've been playing it a little bit longer. But sometimes those little fog of war things are that you miss are good as well. That kind of gives the sense of a second person there as well. Last chip pull is a fatigue for the Confederates. So now they can place a shaken marker on a unit that hasn't had a shaken already. So I'm going to place this on, I think, the 30th Ohio. Right there. Apologies for that, folks. A little noise in the background there. That was not final countdown where we had jets coming in to support either the Union or Confederate attack over here. That was just our local air guard taking off there, and I apologize for that if that came through on the audio. Okay, so we're down to the end of the turn anyways. Now we're to the held chit phase. The only one I have here is the charge. Unfortunately, nobody is around anybody, so again, that's going to not get played. And like I said, I misplayed the fatigue on the first one, so this is where we end up here for now. So, the end of the 9:30 turn 2, we have the Union pushing back Garland's regiments over here on the Confederate right, Union left, making some good attacks here. The 30th Ohio moving up to attack here, but has become shaken in the woods, a little disoriented, tired, fatigued from climbing up the mountain. We do have Confederates forming up a new right flank over here based upon this. Davis's guns here are in a precarious position because they won't be able to fire here, so they may need to move on their next turn, because here you can see they're right on the point, and they'll probably have to retreat back this way to get out of the way and set up for another defense, or possibly even go right back into the Wise cabin to hold that off. Okay, so there we have it, the end of turn 2, on to turn 3. We'll be back for that in a moment.